So busy. Seems to be so many cars. I think it's probably because it's a weekend.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you see there, over there, there's a house that's still got black stone.
Yes.
It was never cleaned.
Oh, okay. So it's up to the individual owners to clean them, is it?
It's up just down to the house owners.
Right.
And there was a time when they could get a generous government grant. They can't anymore. Right, we can cross over here.
Yes.
Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein while in Bath.
Really? Really?
And so there's now a house of Frankenstein here. I know.
Yeah.
There's also a journalist to the centre here.
Is there?
Not in the house where she lived, but it's in one of these houses.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
That's the house of Frankenstein.
Right.
Sorry,
There you go.
And this is the Jane Austen Centre, which is a destination of pilgrimage for a lot of people.
In there, in there. Aha, yes. Okay. Right, yeah. Just get that back. Cool. Just had to get a still shot of that so I could.
And this is Queen Square, which was the first sort of set-piece architectural creation outside of the city wall.
Oh, okay.
In the 18th
Is there
century.
any remnants of the wall?
Yes, they're down here. I'll show you.
Yeah. Because I'm on. Oops, it's moving. I'm on, lower borough walls.
Oh, yes. Well,
but I went
upper borough walls down here.
right. And I thought, well, where's the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't see any of the wall in lower borough walls.
You can't. No.
You can in upper borough walls.
Okay. If I'm holding you up, you need to go.
I do need to go at some point, but I've got a bit of time still. Yeah, so again, Queen Square, when it was first laid out, there were no trees in it at all.
No, it was
an
just
open
garden.
space surrounded by
Right.
18th century architecture.
Yeah. Why do you think they didn't plant trees?
Well, they wanted an open space,
Open.
so you could stand back and admire the architecture.
Oh,
Because
it's about
people
the
passing
architecture.
through
Yes.
in their fine clothes.
Yes.
Would feel they're part of this ancient civilization.
Gotcha. Right.
And they would stop. They were almost like the actors on stage.
Yep. Yep.
Because and these buildings were the scenery.
Yeah.
Because if you look at this row of houses,
Yeah.
they're all the same, but only the facade was built to be the same. The land behind each front door was sold to different people who could do what they wanted inside.
Yes.
So the inside of them were all different.
All different. Yeah.
But as long as the fronts were the same,
Yep.
that was the important thing.
Okay.
So we'll go down.
All
here.
right.
You see, the more we get closer to the centre, the busier it gets.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I gather it's like, where was I? There's a lot of people just don't have vehicles.
Yeah.
They just, right.
Well, the council is making it harder and harder to bring cars into town.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So you can only park in the centre if you have a permit to do so.
Yes. Okay.
And when you see modern buildings like this,
Yes.
it's usually because buildings were bombed and
Bombed. Yeah.
Bath was the
Makes-
destination for bombing. Basically, in 1942,
Yeah.
we bombed the Baltic port of Lübeck
Yes.
because there
Yes.
were U-boat pens there.
Yep.
We destroyed them, but Lübeck was almost a complete medieval town built of wood,
Yes.
and the entire town burned down.
Oh. Right.
It's tragic in many
Yes.
ways, but
Yes.
it's looked at as an attack on German culture. So we got a copy of Baedeker for Britain. Now Baedeker,
Yes.
they're a bit like Thomas Cook of their day.
Yes.
They did guidebooks of all the different European countries. And he got the guidebook to Britain.
Yep.
And he went through all the historic cities. So right, bomb Norwich, bomb Exeter, bomb Bath,
Oh, right.
as kind of a reprisal.
Right.
Now,
So he went over the top of Bristol and he went to Bath.
Bristol was bombed anyway because it was
was
an
it?
industrial city.
Yes.
But Bath was bombed because it was a cultural city.
Gotcha.
This is Upper Borough Walls. We're walking along
Is
there.
it?
And the city wall came down here.
Yes.
So this was the top corner of the town.
Okay. So know where they kept the remnants of the wall?
It's just up here. I'll show
Oh, okay, yes.
you. There's not a lot left of it.
No. Right.
And what there is, some of it is Victorian reconstruction.
Yes. Okay. Is this called Upper Borough?
Upper Borough Walls,
It
yeah. So
is.
you're on
Wall.
Lower Borough Walls.
Yeah, right.
This is Upper Borough Walls.
Okay.
Westgate buildings, because that's where
Yes.
the Westgate was.
That's what I thought, yes.
And,
Yeah.
What you also get
Oh, look at
is
that.
parish boundaries recorded. So you've got St Peter and St Paul parish, that's the Abbey, and SMP St Michael's parish, which is a big church just over there.
Right. Look at that. Look at that street. Oh, wow. Right.
And this is the surviving stretch of City
Is that
Wall.
it? Surviving stretch of the city wall, and it dates back to roughly.
Medieval period.
Oh, this is medieval. Okay.
There is Victorian reconstruction there, but see the plaque. past the
Yeah,
medieval
yeah.
wall.
How
But what
cool
we
is
can
that?
also see just around the corner here,
Yeah.
is with medieval cities, outside the wall there was always a ditch, a
Oh.
defensive ditch.
Uh-huh.
So do you see, as you come up
Yes.
part of the town here, it drops down. That's because this is where the city ditch was.
Right.
And so this side here, do you see
Really?
there's
Oh,
more of
look at the
wall
size of that.
visible. This was a
Yes.
burial ground. There's a plaque at the end there.
Oh my
There's a
God.
burial ground outside the city wall.
And that just happens to be here.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God. Who do they bury there?
Often
Anybody?
it was patients from the hospital just
Oh.
over here. This is the
Oh.
mineral water hospital,
Yep.
where water from the hot springs are pumped up here, used in
Yeah.
18th century treatments.
Yep. Right. And of course the springs are still running, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. They'll never turn off, so to speak. Yeah. Right. This is very good. Thank you so much.
No, that's right. And yeah, if we carry on along here, along Upper Borough Walls,
Yep. Okay.
we'll get to the other corner of the top end of town,
Uh-huh.
and you'll see just it was actually a very small town
Yes.
with only, up to the beginning of the 18th century, only a few thousand residents.
Yeah. Wow. It's busy now, tourism.
Yes, yeah.
I said to a lady this morning, do I detect an Australian accent? And she said yes. I said, what brought you here? Because it's a long way out, but obviously they're there for an hour on a tour. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I used to be a travel agent, and,
nice.
and
Yes.
There weren't too many that included Bath in the tours.
Right. Yeah.
It was sort of out of the way of the route. Yeah. Did you have too many? You would have had those who did do the tours go through the Bath.
Well, yes. I mean, by the time I retired, we had over 1 million visitors a year at the Roman Bath.
Wow.
Which
Yeah.
in many ways was too much. I mean, in the last few years of that, we were not looking to build numbers. We were looking
No.
to build value.
Yes. Yeah. So.
You see Upper Borough Walls there,
Oh, okay. So this is it, and the wall would have gone.
just down towards the river.
Oh, and, right.
Did you found Pulteney Bridge, did you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Yes.
Now, that's the Guildhall over there.
Uh-huh.
This is the High Street.
Right.
As you go down here,
Yes.
you see it widens out.
Yes.
And at the bottom end was where the markets.
Got you. Right.
Now, there is a market now, but it's a covered market You go through a passage. You see the sign says markets
Yes,
over there.
yes.
You go through there,
Right.
and it's a fairly ordinary town market.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't have stallholders shouting out their wares and so on.
That's a bit different. I've got a question. So was
Yeah.
there any period of time where the baths were just allowed to disintegrate? What's the word? So is that during John's period as a child? Or is that when
no,
it was at the height?
They were very much in use then.
Yeah.
When the Romans left,
Yeah.
and they abandoned the baths and the temple that were part of the baths,
Yeah.
and those buildings started to collapse into the baths.
Into the
and in
water,
fact,
yeah.
a marsh formed on the site.
Oh, is that right?
Because the hot spring kept coming up, but
Yep.
the water couldn't escape because
Yes.
the buildings had collapsed.
Yes.
And so it turned into a marsh, and eventually the monastery,
Yes.
which surrounded the abbey here, was started using it as a burial ground.
Oh.
And the baths, the Roman baths, were unfound again until about 1880.
Oh.
But the bath over the hot spring,
Yeah.
the King's Bath, that was reclaimed by the monastery in the 10th century, 11th century,
Yeah.
and possibly have used for baptisms, we're not sure.
Oh, okay.
Ever since then, people were coming to swim in that bath.
Right.
So this is where the market was.
Right, in here, okay.
And
Yes.
there was a market house
Yeah.
with a room at the top, and that was called the council chamber.
Yeah.
Because the council, the corporation, is made up basically of traders.
Right.
All the people who
Yes.
ran the economy
Yes.
of the city.
Yes.
The guilds, and that's why it's called the guild hall.
Gotcha.
And it's preserved the relationship between the guild hall and the market. The
All
market
right.
is just behind it today.
So where is that a church in there, is it?
No,
Everybody's all
there's
dressed up.
you can get married in there. The register office in there.
Oh,
so
that's what it is.
People are getting married.
Oh, okay. So people are
Yeah, it's funny enough. The room they use for weddings
Yeah.
used to be the magistrate's court.
right.
So people are still sentenced in there.
Yes. So I gather you. Oh well, you could be anyway. I was going to say. So you gather you're not married. You've been
I'm
there,
married.
done that.
Oh, yeah, I'm married.
Yes, of course you are. It's a case of you are or you're not, and it's still the same terminology,
Yeah. Oh,
isn't
yes.
it? Yeah. So that's what. Well, they're lucky to have a nice sunny day for their wedding,
Aren't they
aren't
just?
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been
Right.
around the Abbey?
Well, I thought I had, but I don't recall seeing this.
Okay.
So maybe I was
you have
at
to
the
pay
other
to go in,
side.
£7.50.
Yeah,
But,
that's cool.
you know,
Yes.
Compared to Westminster Abbey, which is
Yep.
£26, St Paul's Cathedral, which is £26.
Is it?
£7.50.
50 is pretty good. Yes.
It really
Yes.
depends on what you want to do.
No, I'm for a long time I had a fear of churches, and my last trip I went inside St Mary's Cathedral at Manchester. Blew me away. It was just I was this side, I didn't come this end. Right. So yeah, I'm happy to go in. I've got my purse.
So this is the Abbey churchyard, which is the sort of very centre. That's the pump from over there,
Yes.
where Jane Austen
Yes.
took tea and so on. And that's the main entrance to the Roman baths there.
Yes.
When I first moved to Bath in 1980,
Yeah.
my flat was the top floor. Those top three windows up
You
there.
can keep an eye on it.
Well, it was great, except for Monday nights.
What happened Monday night?
The Abbey had its bell ringing practice, and they practiced all their mistakes.
Oh, good.
And
Right.
15 feet from the corner, the whole place shook,
Is that right?
Anyway, I need to wander.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's lovely to meet you. Yes, I hope the rest of your visit goes well.
All right.
Anything else you want, I can email any of that stuff.
Yes.
I can email it to you.
All right, if I lose
but
it
if
or
I
whatever.
come across anything else,
Yes.
I'll put it on the email. You can either
right.
keep it or delete it. It's up to
Okay.
you.
All right then.
It's really nice to meet
Thank you. You
Yeah,
too.
safe
Thank you
in
for
your
the coffee.
travels. Okay, you're
All right.
welcome.
Bye bye. Right. Come later. What time?
Part of your feet that hurt, yeah. Just experiencing hearing the hurt.
What